seat again and maybe turn on your other microphone. We would encourage everybody to join in this conversation. There is a microphone on every table. I think there's actually two. When you want to ask a question, you press the button and ask, and then when you're finished, turn it off. So please just make yourself known, your hands in the air and so on, and I can go to you. I just want to start, though, by asking His Excellency one question, and that is, does this region need a hub, regardless of where it is? Can you imagine a Europe without a London, a US without a New York, an Asia without a Tokyo or a Hong Kong? Does there have to be a hub in the Middle East in order for the Middle East to matter?
Yes, I do believe that this area has certain unique features and unique needs. It doesn't mean that it is strange to what is needed in other areas, but it has special characteristics. So definitely the region needs a hub, and not necessarily ultimately one hub, because there are certain, let's say, specialization in certain areas that probably certain centers or certain cities are more equipped than others in serving a certain specific need of the region. What I really wanted to emphasize in this regard is, first of all, the region has to be more effort in bringing it together and to create more linkages.
Well, why do you think so far? Inevitably, we've heard the Arab League is obviously a very old organization. There's been struggles to create a common union in the Gulf. There hasn't been any real success at integrating a sort of singular Arab market.
Sure, that the call for the creation of an Arab common market is not a new idea. It probably emerged even before the creation of the EU. But there are certain political problems that really obstructed the creation of an Arab common market. However, there has been certain treaties that were made in order to bring the, let's say, the cooperation between the Arab markets and the Arab countries closer to each other. I confess, not with great success or as expected by the Arabs themselves. However, we find out that there has been, let's say, certain groupings that have taken place that were more successful than others, particularly, let's say, in the Gulf region.
I'm just going to interrupt you there, Secretary. Allow the gentleman to bring in a microphone because you're cutting out. Bring you a second microphone. No, did you leave that one?
Another one?
Yeah.
I need to?
Yes. We speak out of both sides of our mouths. I believe we have a question in the front here that we will go to from the starting position, but if you just wanted to finish your first point. Whoops. Just seated down there by your side. Just lay the rest by your side.
So, what I really wanted to say in here is that, for example, Dubai has managed over the years to develop and be able to render services in the region. There might be, let's say, examples of Beirut. I recall when I was just a very young banker in the late 60s and the early 70s, that Lebanon and Beirut market used to really offer its financial services to the whole Arab region. I recall many of the merchants of Dubai used to really open their letters of credit in the Lebanese banks. And Lebanon let's say, capitalizing on its human capital, capitalizing on many of the comparative advantages that it really enjoys, can really regain a role in the region. Not to the extent that it really be competing with Dubai. We have to really look at things in the other complementary fashion. I would say that as the market is expanding, as the relationships are being strengthened and deepened, we believe that there will be more and more, let's say, the need for certain hubs. Particularly, let's say, not everyone is going to become a financial center.
But one of the challenges of that, as we could possibly risk, is if many centers or cities or countries aspire and they hold the right to do so, to try and establish themselves as a crossroads, we may end up with no crossroad or no center, and as a result, this big move from Europe to Asia or from the west to the east may just go right above our heads and land in Asia.
Let's put things straight. The final analysis, any center can claim to become a center if and when everybody realizes that it is really advantageous to come and establish it. That it's effective, cost competitive, and it is able to allow them to reach the markets and to get and attract the necessary ingredients, particularly the necessary human capital. So it is not a matter of something that a hub is created by, let's say, a decision by a certain government. This doesn't take place. I mean, a decision can be taken, but whether it becomes really sustainable or not, it depends upon the ability of the center to continue to be competitive. Hence, in the meantime, what I really would say, that there will be more of a scattered, let's say, business in the region, particularly that certain countries probably do insist or put it a condition on certain businesses that you want to do, let's say, business in a certain country, you have to establish a regional office or an office in my country also. Now, this is a period that we have to really understand, but on the final analysis, what remains is whether it is sustainable from the point of view of competitiveness and cost effectiveness. This is what really matters. As far as Lebanon is concerned, I never really looked at Lebanon, and never Lebanon will become, let's say, competing with Dubai. Now, there are certain, let's say, companies that move from here to there, from this place to the other. That might happen. But I really look at them rather in a complementary fashion. But Lebanon, its specialization in being able to capitalize on its location, in being able to cater to countries, let's say, like Syria, Iraq, Jordan, Egypt, and sometimes North Africa, and being able to access Europe, while more of let's say, Gulf, the specialization of Dubai in terms of the Gulf region and Asia as such. Now, Lebanon has some other advantages. I wouldn't say that others do not have them, but Lebanon has an advantage capitalizing on its human capital, on its freedom, its high affinity to adapt, and on its, let's say, superstructure, and in its ability to provide certain types of highly developed services that really require certain human capital.